Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to see about the rumors surrounding Michael Jackson's conversion to Islam. Did Michael Jackson convert to Islam? Hi, I'm Reshmi. I post videos about Michael Jackson. If you want to know more information related to Michael Jackson, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started. Did Michael Jackson convert to Islam? This is one of the biggest hoax that happened, and surprisingly nobody even corrects it, and that is why even after so many years after his death, people still keep asking this question. The media had reported the news of Michael Jackson's conversion to Islam on 2008 November with a clear reference to the change of his name to Michael. Now first, before going further, we know Michael was born a Jehovah's Witness. He had no immediate reasons to abandon Christianity, the religion he was born into and piously followed. Michael was a very faithful Christian. He had even disguised himself to go door to door preaching the Gospels and distributing the pamphlets back in the days for years and years. If you look up Reverend June Gatlin on YouTube and watch her Vanity Fair interviews where she talks about Michael Jackson, you'll know what I am talking about. By the way, she was Michael's real spiritual guru, the one he turned to whenever he needed positive company and directions. Now, I'm not saying Michael was Islamophobic. He could never be one because that's not how he was. Michael was never hateful. He loved people of all races, religion, culture, nationality. In fact, he was very much fascinated by Muslims. He loved their culture. He loved how simple, modest and disciplined they were as compared to the people from West. He also revealed that he wanted to permanently settle in Bahrain. I'm sure you know how inquisitive a person Michael Jackson was. He had the curiosity of a child. Michael was a voracious reader. He loved reading books, especially on spiritualism and philosophy. I don't recollect where, but I saw an interview where someone from his family had even spoken about how Michael had read the Quran. Yes, Michael had read the Quran, so as Bhagavad Gita. He was just fascinated by all religion. He was obviously very curious and enchanted by a culture different than his own, and I think that is what had attracted him to the Middle East. Michael loved Bahrain. As told by him in an interview, he even wanted to permanently settle there. He loved the country for how warm and inviting the people were as compared to the people from his own hometown who were so keen to suck the life out of him. But then again, his growing proximity to the Middle East might have caused that kind of reactions from people who were both surprised and jealous at the same time for the enormous amount of love he was receiving from them. This might have sparked the rumor about Michael getting converted to Islam. And why won't there be any rumor? Michael Jackson is so famous after all. The more famous and successful the person gets, the greater is the attention, good or bad, on him. That's how the world sadly is. Michael Jackson publicly didn't proclaim that he converted to Islam. Neither were there any clear signs nor credible evidence like records found to prove his Islamization. As far as the rumors of Islamic songs like Give Thanks to Allah and Islam in My Veins that were said to have been sung and composed by Michael Jackson are again completely baseless. The song Give Thanks to Allah was sung by a South African singer named Zayn Bika. He had a very similar voice like that of Michael, and also the song Islam in My Vein was sung by a singer named Irfan Maki. He also had a very similar voice like Michael, but if you hear closely, you can understand the difference. His voice is different, but he sings in a similar way like Michael. The song Islam in My Vein is really a very soothing song, but give credit to Irfan Maki who had sung it so beautifully, not Michael Jackson. He has his own records for phenomenal songs. So the two songs that were said to have been sung by Michael Jackson are completely false. Michael Jackson neither converted to Islam nor sang any Islamic songs. Just like so many other rumors about him, this is just one of it. Michael also never changed his name to Michael as many people believe, so as the press reported in 2008 November. You can prove this clearly by the sign in his This Is It announcement and movie box art as well as Michael the album. Didn't anybody notice that on 5th March 2009, Michael made a public appearance announcing his comeback concert himself through a press conference in front of thousands of his fans? And what is the name written there? Michael or Mikkel? His autopsy report also mentions his name as Michael Jackson, not as Mikkel. You can also see his name mentioned in his memorial service. So again, this rumor about Michael changing his name to Mikkel is completely false. Many people believe Michael was a Muslim because of his bracelets resembling praying beads. No, they aren't. Many people wear those bracelets. Nobody calls them Muslim, however. And there are millions, if not billions of Muslims who do not wear those bracelets. Does it mean that they are not Muslims? No, that's just ignorance. In fact, the monks in Greece, which is a strict Christian nation, especially on Mount Athos, people wear those bracelets which they call as night robes, and they say Jesus Christ saved me as many times as the beads. So does that mean the Christian Greeks are actually Muslims? No, not at all. Actually, the bracelet that Michael Jackson is wearing was given to him by one of his close friend Elizabeth Taylor as a sign of friendship during his 2005 trial, for some kind of personal strength, because Michael was very scared and afraid during his 2005 trial. Also, music is banned in Islam. If you hear any of those loud preachers of Islam, they clearly say that music is haram, banned in Islam, citing Quran. Now the question arises, was Michael Jackson following Islam by this logic? Doesn't this sound contradictory? Because if on one hand, if Michael accepted Islam on 2008 November, and on other hand, on March 5, 2009, Michael made a public appearance announcing his musical shows and comeback concert for the next 2 years in front of his fans and press. So it doesn't make sense at all. There are plenty of examples you get online where preachers are continuously talking about music banned in Islam and discouraging its practice. One of those examples is Mufti Menk. He even mentions Michael Jackson's name, emphasizing how listening to any kind of music is banned. They say even listening to any kind of music is banned. Michael Jackson not only listened to music, he composed it, he sung it, and he even danced for it. So is this Islamic by logic? A person whose profession by birth is singing, dancing and music, can he be a Muslim by any chance? Not at all. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, can never be disassociated from music. Michael and music permeated each other. Music was in his pores and soul. Hence, even the claim that he died a Muslim would be unbelievable. Michael was a Christian all his life and he died a Christian. He even had a Christian funeral. His family said it and it's confirmed. By no way he converted to Muslim. And what's really the big deal here? So if he didn't convert to Muslim, does that mean that he loves Muslim any less? No, not at all. Michael loved all people equally, irrespective of their caste, religion, creed, nationality and culture. He considered all people as equal. He fought for the equality of all people. It doesn't matter whether you are Hindu, Christian or Muslim. We are all one. That was his message. It's all for love. After all, we are all human beings. When cut, we bleed. That's all friends, we're gonna end here. See you all next time with another interesting topic about Michael Jackson. If you want me to talk about anything in particular related to Michael Jackson, please comment down below. If you like this video, make sure you give a big thumbs up. Thank you.